Hey guys, welcome to Tommy Green TV, bringing you the latest in Arsenal footballing news and update. You landed on my channel, you know the drill. Like, share, comment. Most importantly, subscribe to my channel. Arsenal v Southampton, match day 16, 3-0 to the Gunners. You know what? It's a bounce back. Bounce back from the games that we've been having, bounce back from the reality that we've lost a couple of games recently. We haven't done well. There are games we should have won that we didn't win, but now here we are again, beating teams that we should beat. And at the end of the day, it's the Christmas period, so we can't really complain too much. We've got 3 points. We're going to play again in the week on Wednesday, and you know, we can't really complain. The performance, the first 15-20 minutes, again, another set of performance where you just look and you just think, if Southampton were a better team, if they were a more clinical team, if they had probably Che Adams and their proper fit strikers playing, you know, they were just a better team, we probably been a different story. So the reality is, at the end of the day, we've done well to get the 3 points. We've done well to not fall, you know, backwards. We're playing West Ham next, so for me that's the real test, because West Ham are a good team. West Ham are a team that are playing for the manager, are playing for the badge, they're playing for their fans, and they are just playing with the freedom that they need to play with. They're playing with the confidence they need to. They're a decent team, basically. Anytime we've come up against a decent team, we haven't really done well this season. You know, all the games that we've lost, most of the games that we've lost have been against decent teams who have heart, who want it, who need it. You know, where there's a standard that has been set. And when we come up against those teams, we tend to lose. Not draw, lose. You know, you look at teams like, for example, Everton. They wanted it more. We just didn't. The manager made stupid decisions. You know, you look at Man City, Liverpool. These are teams that are way above us in terms of class. You even look at Brentford on the first day. Yes, we had a couple of players out. He didn't have his first team 11, all that kind of jazz and all that stuff. Those are still excuses at the end of the day. But reality is that when we do come up against bigger teams, we tend not to perform. So on Wednesday, I hope we can really turn up and show that, what, you know, this season we can't make the top 4. We beat West Ham and we take their kind of position. I believe they're 4 points ahead of us now. So we cut that gap down to 1 point, basically, because yeah, they've not played yet. So reality is, at the end of the day, we just need to keep consistency. You know, it's getting tiresome this evening, you know, not just this evening. You know, I was watching the game and the first 20 minutes kind of epitomized how Arsenal are this season. You know, the first, you know, when you play the big six or you play teams that are decent, we don't perform. And then the teams that we need to beat, we beat them. And we just do the job, basically. It's taking that next step and doing the job against teams that are on the same level as us, teams that are a little bit better than us. That's where we have struggled. Aubameyang today not playing, for me, kind of was good. Obviously, another disciplinary issue. There's definitely an issue there with him and Arteta. Not just him, Lacazette, Pepe. You could tell all three of them have got problems with the manager. That's, you know, you can't escape that. You know, when Lacazette was coming off, he just looked frustrated. You look at Pepe when he was coming on, his body language was just like, it's 8 minutes, 9 minutes. What am I coming on? What am I coming to do? But you read the body language, you read their eyes when they come on and off the pitch. And, you know, and for me, this is kind of shameful that our captain, who's supposed to be leading us, is the one that is getting into disciplinary breaches. It's not the first time already this season that he's done that. And here we are again. He's not scoring. He's not playing well. And instead of us talking about how we can help him to get to that point where we know he is capable of getting to, we're now talking about another disciplinary breach. We know he has this background. We know he has this, you know, tendency to be, late for training or missed training. We know that can happen because from Dortmund to St. Etienne's where he had that issue. But clearly there is a rift between him and the manager. It's clear for all to see. There's no hiding or running away from that. But at the end of the day, Lacazette stepped up to the plate. If there's one thing I could say is that he was not clinical. He had 2, 3, 4 chances he could have shot, but instead, obviously, trying to help the younger squad, would look for the pass instead of just taking a shot. And that's just where I don't feel as Arsenal we are doing the business. We're not ruthless enough. We're still very nice. That game today, after Southampton took their foot off the gas, we could have won that game, I think, at least good 5-6-0. But we didn't because we were nice. We were looking to play the perfect. Don't get me wrong, the first 2 goals were, was good. Gabriel, amazing. He had the Ronaldinho in him came out, trying to bicycle kick and all that stuff. And they did well. But we're not ruthless enough. And Ramsdale was still having to make saves, even when we were 3-0 up. That shouldn't be the case. 0deegard today, superb. That's 3 goals in 3 now. He's not assisting, but he's scoring. One of the 2 you need to do. And that's what he's doing. He's redeeming himself little by little. I was under the impression that when this guy scores, we don't win. But he scored today and we won. So that's a good thing. Him and Martinelli, those 2 today were my standout players. They picked up the ball. They ran. They were always looking for the ball, always looking to make things happen. Attitude, desire, the things that we're looking for in our senior players. These 2 showed today that that's what they're capable of. It's just a shame that all the senior members in our squad don't seem to grasp that knowledge or that desire to want to be leaders in this team. They're playboys, they're showboys, they earn big money, so, what's the point? It's refreshing to see Martinelli since he's coming, driving, and just driving at that. It gives someone like Emil Smith-Rowe a chance to just rest because we know how injury prone he is. And it's great to see that Martinelli is back in the fold and he's, 1 goal in 4 games? But in those 4 games, he's really done really well. 0deegard has come back in the last 3-4 games. Maybe I'll put up from the 1-2 game where he started off well and then he fades off. And the game where he gives away the penalty, at Everton and... He's scoring and he's looking for he's doing something rather than nothing. If you were to give them scores today, you would be looking to give them good 8, 7 and 8, the 2 of them. So they've done really well in the last 3-4 games. Now we're going to West Ham. Let's just see if they can take that same passion, desire and go and put that there in the West Ham game. For me, that game shows where we are. The game against Man City, Man United, those are not the type of games that, we should have won at Man United, but we didn't. But those are not the type of games I used to judge Arsenal because they want to go to a different level, those clubs. The games against Everton, Brentford, Crystal Palace, that's where we judge where Arsenal are. So now the game against West Ham, where we go and play against West Ham, that's the game that we used to judge. Okay, look, we've been talking a lot now. Where are we? Where are we and what can we really do this season? We'll lose that game and for me, that's it. Forget top 4 this season because if you can't win or get a point from them, that's it. But at the end of the day, it's a good 3 points. The weekend is good. Can't complain. We've done the business. You know what? I'll take the 3 points. I'm not getting excited. Not getting excited whatsoever. Beat West Ham next week and I probably might get a bit of optimism back. But right now, it's just same old, same old. You lose against the big boys, you beat the small boys. And whenever it's time to take the baton and do the job, we don't. So, you know what? It is what it is. But at the end of the day, let's just try and get the job done. Let's try and see if we can pick up points on Wednesday. And yeah, we move. Everyone, Merry Christmas. To those who celebrate, happy holidays. And yeah, to the next game. Let's get it.